Mary hates to wash the dishes after dinner. They were having a picnic in the park. He bought new shoes. It can be a dangerous situation. He could learn to play the guitar. I don't have enough patience to deal with this situation. He started learning Spanish last year. We are watching a movie tonight. We'll have a barbecue in the backyard. The book I read last month was great. She caught herself staring at him. They're not coming to the party, are they? If he had time, he would help you with your project. We had traveled to that country before, so we knew what to expect. Can you lend me your car for the weekend? My grandmother makes the most delicious cookies. If there is traffic on the road, I will be late. He studied math for the exam. My grandfather used to tell me stories before going to bed. Did you run in the marathon? Can you come to the party tomorrow? If you lend me your book, I'll give it back tomorrow. I burned myself while cooking dinner. The girl who plays the piano is very talented. He always wears a hat. They rode their bikes in the park. He was able to find his lost keys. We had fun on vacation. The students studied hard for the exam, so they prepared well. The cat licked itself clean. He blamed himself for not working hard enough. We relaxed ourselves with ice cream. He was training his basketball skills. He's seen that movie before. Can draw beautiful pictures. He may not have enough money to buy it. We should get to work, right? If I win the lottery, I will travel the world. The problem was fixed by the technician. He doesn't eat meat. My grandmother makes the most delicious cookies. We have to finish the report before the deadline. She needs to organize her wardrobe. If you don't lock the door, anyone can enter the house. The cake was baked with love. He doesn't have a car, does he? We trust our instincts. He disciplined himself to get up early. He may need to borrow your car. The movie we watched last night was really funny. The movie interests him. They want to go shopping this afternoon. If you work hard, you will pass the exam. I will help you with your project, provided you ask nicely. The house they build is quite large. If you lend me your book, I'll give it back tomorrow. They were painting the walls of their houses. What a nice view. They like to camp in the mountains. Soon they will be able to buy a new car. Can you help me? Asked. Have you finished your work? You look tired. When we got to the station, the train had left. He failed the exam because he did not study. I will go to the party tomorrow. It can be a long journey. They must be enjoying their vacation at the beach. It can be a busy day at work. He had prepared his breakfast before his family woke up. Have you ever been abroad? The message was ignored by the recipient. It bores me. The dog barked all night. He has played football since childhood. I woke up and found myself in another country. The error was fixed immediately. The movie interests him. We can watch a movie tonight. The chef is preparing a delicious meal. They must be busy with their work. He listens to music in his spare time. If you don't understand something, ask for help. If he had a dog, he would take him for a walk. The students were working on a group project. He visited his grandfather. He wrote a letter to his pen pal. I might try a new recipe for dinner. Elephants are the largest land animals. He worked late in the office. The letter was written in English. My brother likes to play video games. If I finish my work early, I will go to the cinema. There were too many people at the concert. He could pass the exam very well. We usually go on vacation in the winter. They may have made a reservation in advance. We often go to the park. Can you lend me your car for a day? You should exercise regularly for your health. The director of the movie is Steven Spielberg. If I were a superhero, I would have superpowers. They usually have dinner at a restaurant. We had a cat but it ran away. He drew a beautiful picture. My brother plays basketball. We often go to the park. Do you know the woman who works at the bank? I helped my mother while cooking. This is the most challenging puzzle I've ever solved. Mathematics is more difficult than English. The book I read last month was great. They can play the guitar, so can we. I wish I didn't have to deal with this problem. It could be a great opportunity for you. He helps his father fix the broken chair. What a comfortable bed. I watched a movie last night. If I don't set an alarm, I'll sleep too much. Have you ever been abroad? We can't go on vacation if we don't save money. If I see him, I'll tell him the news. The dress she's wearing is beautiful. He can speak French, and his brother can too. I want to try new recipes. We were watching the sunset on the beach. They will play football in the park. Children are swimming in the pool. Is there enough food for everyone at the party? You have to study regularly to improve your grades. We go to English courses. They criticized themselves for poor performance. If you don't understand something, ask for help. If I had a camera, I would take pictures of the sunset. They like to camp in the mountains. If he finished his work early, he would go home. Have you finished your meal? The house that Jack built is now for sale. They were building a sand castle on the beach. I take pictures with my camera. We used to picnic in the park. I wish I hadn't eaten so much cake. They said to me, "We're going to the beach. You should drink plenty of water to stay hydrated." I'm writing an email to my boss. You remember our conversation? Can you fix the leaky faucet? He wishes he could play the guitar. I will clean my room tomorrow. When I have free time, I will clean the house. He has to attend the afternoon meeting. You have to save money for emergencies. They usually have dinner at a restaurant. He needs to learn to swim. We had been to that restaurant before. I want to learn to code. He was able to fix the broken computer. He was on the phone with his friend. I won't be able to attend the meeting tomorrow. We just arrived at the beach. You enjoy watching movies, don't you? He drives to work every morning. He cannot pass the exam unless he studies. Dogs are friendlier than cats. He painted a landscape. If it's hot, drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. The message was sent to the wrong person. Have you traveled the world? I've been messing with my computer since morning. Mechanic is repairing the engine of the car. If he had more experience, he would be promoted. My sister called me this morning. The baby is crawling on the floor. He was reading a book on the sofa. They can read books in different languages. She does ballet. If you need help, just ask me. The woman whose purse was stolen called the police. The students studied hard for the exam. We are waiting for the bus to arrive. They want to visit their grandparents. He likes to go for a walk in the park. The picture was greatly appreciated by the visitors. He wants to adopt a pet. He spends his weekends hiking in the mountains. If he had a guitar, he would play in a band. The house they sold was too small for their family. John is going to the party, and so am I. He was jogging in the park. He has to attend a business meeting in the morning. The car parked itself in the parking lot. The baby is crawling on the floor. We can throw a party at my house. If you don't hurry, we'll miss the bus. The girl in the red dress is my sister. He doesn't eat meat, does he? The guests were coming to the party. Will you come to the cinema with us? He could pass the exam very well. The blue jay is the most colorful bird in North America. Have they ever been to Disneyland? If the weather is cold, wear a thick jacket. We couldn't find the correct address. They want to visit Paris next summer. We trust our instincts. It belongs to the government. The doctor who treated me was very kind. His apartment is smaller than mine. This movie is better than the previous one. They can read books in different languages. We need to make a reservation for dinner. He always talks to himself in the mirror. We had fun on the beach. If it doesn't rain, we'll have a picnic. We must hurry or we will miss the train. Can you lend me your car for the weekend? Does he watch TV in the evenings? I found a rare coin in the market. Children are playing outside. If it rains tomorrow, we'll stay inside. If I feel tired, I go to bed early. Black coffee is stronger than white. Black shoes are more stylish than brown ones. He is waiting for his friend in the cafe. They were rehearsing for the school play. His car is cleaner than mine. This is the most expensive car on the market. Children are playing outside. You can't learn if you don't listen to the teacher. We played tennis on the court. Students were discussing a topic in class. Why did you leave early? Asked. The new teacher is friendlier than the old one. The book fell off the shelf by itself. I need a break and rest for a while. As soon as the weather clears, we'll go for a walk. Students who work hard always get good grades. Do you know swimming? He studied English for 2 hours. They will travel to Europe in the summer. The big cake is sweeter than the small one. I go swimming twice a week. This is great. My sister is the tallest person in our family. The book fell off the shelf by itself. They like to watch movies on weekends. He was playing the guitar in his room. He likes listening to music. He used to play football when he was younger. He fixed the broken window. Do you like playing video games? If he saves enough money, he will buy a new car. They studied English for a long time. You should exercise regularly for your health. They had a great time at the party. Does he watch TV in the evenings? They are trying to solve the math problem together. The laptop he uses for gaming is powerful. They will be able to finish the project on time. He has too few friends to invite to his party. The book I bought is really interesting. They are building a sand castle on the beach. For a balanced diet, you should eat more fruits and vegetables. He needs to get food. They can run long distances. They must be busy with their work. The movie we watched last night was a thriller. You like to read books, don't you? Do you like to travel? Can you speak louder, please? She is shopping for new clothes. He is watching a football match on TV. How mouth-watering. If the weather is cold, wear a thick jacket. How lively. I want to have pizza for dinner. Do you know the girl who won the singing contest? He won't come to the party if he doesn't know anyone. If you study regularly, you will improve your grades. Do you remember the girl who won the singing competition? He had finished his work before the meeting began. Where is the train station? Asked. He can easily remember people's names. If I were a famous actress, I would act in blockbuster movies. Breathtaking. Had he ever been to Australia before his business trip? The bee is the busiest insect. They traveled a lot before they had children. The computer was accidentally shut down. The date worked for the exam. Sharks are the deadliest predators in the ocean. You like chocolate, don't you? What a beautiful song. They believe in karma. He plays video games with his friends. He doesn't like swimming. What a beautiful song. You have to study regularly to improve your grades. What a funny joke. They had known each other for years before they became business partners. The lioness is the most skilled hunter among the big cats. He managed to catch the early train. If he won the lottery, he would buy a mansion. It's too cold to go out without a jacket. The email has been forwarded to all employees. Could be a famous chef. We have to study for the upcoming exam. You like to read books, don't you? He had finished his work before the meeting began. He does not like spicy food. The cake was beautifully decorated. He can play the guitar very well. If you don't use sunscreen, you'll get sunburned. What a fascinating place. He doesn't like coffee, and neither do I. If it rained, we would watch movies at home. If I feel tired, I go to bed early. He needs to call his family. They are currently cleaning their rooms. The song was sung by a talented singer. We're going to the beach next week, they said. They had just arrived at the hotel. I had already finished my homework when my friends arrived. He previously worked as a teacher. They have lived in this neighborhood for years. We will have lunch as soon as we finish the presentation. They said they will come tomorrow. The blue car is more expensive than the green one. They visited Paris, we visited. We visit our relatives during the holidays. I'll lend you my book on condition that you return it. I watched that movie, my friends saw it too. If her friends aren't going, she won't be coming to the party. They will go hiking in the mountains. They have lived in that house for 10 years. Can you help me with my math homework? He used to play football when he was younger. They cleaned the house all day. If he had a dog, he would take him for a walk. I will help you with your project, provided you ask nicely. The Himalayas are the highest mountain ranges on Earth. I understand the concept. She used to work as a waitress but is now a chef. If there is a lot of traffic, we will leave early. I am currently reading a book. He always talks to himself in the mirror. I drink coffee in the morning. It may snow tomorrow. He often goes for a walk in the park. We can't go to the beach today, can we? I won't be able to go on vacation this year. I have to clean the house before the guests arrive. The girl who plays the piano is very talented. He fixed the broken window. Children are playing outside. He locked himself in his room. I am very lucky. We were cooking dinner together. He lost his wallet. He worked hard all day. They are going to the movies tonight. The movie we watched last night was amazing. The movie I watched last week was in the romantic comedy genre. When he saves enough money, he will buy a new computer. Can draw beautiful pictures. He likes to go for a walk in the park. I can go shopping for new clothes. He had read the book twice before writing his review. Working on a new project in the office. Apples are the most consumed fruit. Do they study English at school? The book belongs to me. They criticized themselves for poor performance. The exam was more difficult than I expected. The room was cleaned by the hotel staff. The book I bought is really interesting. I drink coffee every morning. When the clock strikes midnight, it is New Year's Eve. You like chocolate, don't you? The delivery date of the book I borrowed from the library is tomorrow. They'll be visiting their grandparents next week. The food was cooked by the chef. You like playing tennis, right? It may take some time to finish the project. They play football on Saturdays. He was able to memorize the lyrics. They are dancing at the party. The old building used to be a school. The Grand Canyon is the deepest canyon in the United States. I lost my keys again. It may take some time to finish the project. That's incredible. He was tired because he was late. When we arrived at the venue, the party had already started. They visited a famous monument. The Pacific Ocean is the world's largest ocean. I wish I had bought that book when I had the chance. You must be kind to others and treat them with respect. The restaurant we went to on our anniversary had delicious food. The big cake is sweeter than the small one.